Yosemite. I haven't spent a lot of time here over the years, just a few day trips here and there. I heard the waterfalls were flowing again after recent storms, and I thought it might be my last chance to catch fall before the snow flies. Yosemite National Park is in California's Sierra Nevada mountains. It's famed for its giant, ancient sequoia trees and for Tunnel View, the iconic vista of towering Bridalveil Fall and the granite cliffs of El Capitan and Half Dome. I had initially planned to head straight to camp and not film until the following morning, but with all this beauty, how could I not stop? At a height of more than 2,425 feet, Yosemite Falls is one of the tallest waterfalls in North America. It flows approximately November through July. Good evening from Yosemite National Park. I'm here at the Upper Pine Campground. I was lucky enough to score camping here for the next couple of nights through recreation.gov. There are only 2 campgrounds currently open in the park. One is this one and the other is Camp 4, which uses a lottery system. I got in a little late. I didn't get into the park until after 3 o'clock, I think. And I initially intended to come straight here to camp. However, it was just so beautiful. I could not help but stopping many times along the way. It was the perfect lighting, perfect time of evening, and it is just absolutely beautiful here. I had no idea there was going to be so much fall color still in the park. It is the beginning of November. You no longer need a reservation system, or they no longer utilize a reservation system to get in the park this late in the season. So I was able to just drive in, and it was very pleasant, not that many people at all. It was so nice. Probably the nicest experience I've had here in the park. I've only been here in the summer prior to now, and it's a whole different story. I'm really excited and looking forward to spending the entire day and night here in the park tomorrow, especially seeing how beautiful it is. Not that it's not always beautiful, but with this fall color, it just kicks it up a couple notches. I'm going to go ahead and relax for the rest of the evening. I'm pretty tired. I drove from the Eastern Sierra, so I had to go the long way around since Tioga Pass, which is a pass that you can cut through from the Eastern Sierra, is closed for the winter. So I had to go through Tehachapi, Fresno on the 41. It's been a long drive. So I'm going to go ahead and relax for the evening, and we'll get started exploring tomorrow morning. Top of the morning to you. It is early. It's 7 a.m. and I've been up since 5:30. I guess you could say I'm excited to explore some more today. It's still pretty dark out, especially in this campground with these massive pine trees all around. The sky is starting to light up and I'm excited to get an early start today. I have no idea how long it's going to take the sun to rise above these massive and majestic granite walls and pour into this valley, but I'm excited to get the day started.
Yosemite Valley is a glacial valley and is about 7.5 miles long and 3,000 to 3,500 feet deep. It is surrounded by high granite summits such as Half Dome and El Capitan and densely forested with pines. The valley is renowned for its natural environment and is regarded as the centerpiece of Yosemite National Park. This morning, I set about to hike to Lower Yosemite Falls. The scenery had already taken my breath away.
There is nobody here this morning. I have this place to myself. It is a gorgeous morning and I am certainly enjoying the lack of people here. I'm sure it won't last all day, but I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts.
Holy moly, it is cold out there. It's in the 30s. I didn't get to finish my coffee this morning before starting my hike, so I'm going to make myself some fresh coffee, a nice hot cup of joe. I've got my heater going and I'm just warming up a little bit before moving on. There is a controlled burn happening in the park right now, hence the reason you see all this smoke, but thankfully it's not a wildfire. It's 1 p.m. and I have not eaten today, so I've made myself a quick chicken, cheddar, and spinach wrap roadside. El Capitan is sheer rock granite rising more than 3,000 vertical feet from the floor of Yosemite Valley. It's a climber's paradise. If you haven't seen the Oscar-winning documentary Free Solo, I highly recommend it. I found a great little beach to kick back for a while right alongside the Merced River. This has by far been my most pleasurable experience in Yosemite National Park. I haven't spent a lot of time here because it can be quite crowded, and the last time that I came here was in December of 2018. This has been such a pleasure just to stop wherever I want and take my time, and this place is absolutely amazing. I'm all settled in back here at camp for the evening. I can already feel a chill in the air, so I know it's going to be cold tonight. It's going to get down to freezing overnight. I've seen that in the forecast.
What an absolutely fantastic day. I really didn't have an agenda today. I knew I wanted to hike to lower Yosemite Falls, and the one hike that I really did want to do during this trip was the Mist Falls hike. Unfortunately, the trail was closed for some sort of renovation or rehabilitation or something, so that was a no-go. So I just decided to kind of wing it and cruise around the park, which is something that you really can't do very often. Usually there's bumper to bumper traffic through that whole loop, and it's difficult to stop and see what you want to see, so I really took advantage of that. Tonight for dinner, I'm just going to keep it simple and have a salad. I don't want to make anything very aromatic because there is a big bear issue here in Yosemite, and these are not your average bear, boo-boo. They know how to bust into cars. They're very smart and they know how to get what they want. So I don't want to do anything extra to attract any. As much as I'd like a warm meal, I'm going to keep it simple and just have a little salad and just settle in and relax for the evening.
And that is dinner. Good morning. Just taking a little walk this morning and checking out things around camp. What a beautiful and peaceful morning it is. I hate to leave. It is time to get back to camp and get things packed up and start making my way out. I have a long drive today, but it will be a beautiful drive out of the park. I understand why Ansel Adams, Teddy Roosevelt, and John Muir loved it here so much, because I do too.